Okay, so my buddy says at a certain point in the last video, you said that Jesus created capitalism. I would like to hear you talk more about that. Okay. Jesus said, the first will be last, and the last will be first. That's how the kingdom is set up, right? Well, this is capitalism. See, the first willing to serve all others, putting himself last, he is the one that's willing to say, all right, I'm going to do this for everyone. Okay? He will be first. Think about business. A business's job is to serve everyone. And if it serves people well, it creates capital. And the person who is willing to create the business, who puts their self, they dedicate their life to the service of their customers, is served by everyone. Think about Microsoft. Bill Gates said, okay, I'm going to create Windows so that everyone can use a computer. Well, because he was willing to be of service to so many people, he is served by whoever he wants to be. This is capitalism. It's the only way capitalism works. See, if you have the farmer who grows crops, right? Well, he grows those crops, as many as he can, in as much abundance as he can, to feed as many people as he can. Then those crops are served to the grocery store, who, let's say, the salesman goes and buys so that he can feed his family. Well, the salesman is probably, like, let's say he's the salesman that sells the farmer the tractor. So the farmer has to have the tractor. So it all works together. Everyone's serving one another. And service to many leads to greatness. So yes, Jesus started capitalism. He said, service to many. They said, how do we become great? And the master teacher said, service to many leads to greatness. He says, the first will be last and the last will be first. That's how that works. That's where your capitalistic system came to be, is how do I serve you the best I possibly can? And if I do well and I serve the many, I'm served. Those who don't serve many, okay, let's say the retarded, for instance, they help very few. They don't have much. The last will be first. The last to serve, or the first will be last, the last will be first. Those who don't participate in the process of serving others, they end up with very little. But the more you participate and the more you serve your fellow man, the more you have. This is why you want to be the best servant you can be. To be a good Christian, you serve others. It never said for free. You can't serve many people if you don't make a profit. For if you give to others without receiving, you go broke. That's just not the way things work. So you create others, you create a product or service, and the more you're able to give for a price, being a profit, then the better off we all are. And that's how capitalism came to be. It was simply taking Jesus's philosophy and saying, okay, service to many leads to greatness. The last will be first, the first will be last, and there you go. So that's where I got that idea.